Hey everybody, I'm at the corner of Jane and Kingsway in Toronto, Canada. I'm going for a little Toronto walk, discovery walk. Start off with a shot of my camera is low on battery, but heads up, I already have a backup battery in my pocket. Usually I have the backup battery in the backpack and I have to go searching for it while I'm walking, but not this time. We're prepared. I do these little discovery walks on different streets, and I'll take some pictures, and this is one of them. Come join me and we'll have some fun. This is a cinema that they're going to turn into a condo soon. This is Bloor Street West, a big major street in Canada, east-west. I noticed they've taken the trees down on that side of the street. There was a bunch of trees there. If you notice, they're gone. They're getting ready for demolition man to come in and destroy the place up. That cinema used to be big time 80s hangout. I did see a couple of movies there. Back to the Future and Carpet Place. Okay, we're gonna go through historically relevant places for me. One of these places, I'm not sure which one, was a hairdresser that I used to come into 80s to get my haircuts. His name was Michael Wolpe. Let's check these guys out. Wow. Nothing says summer more than a motorcycle sound on the street, right? And a convertibles. Convertibles, hot dogs, hamburgers, ice cream, milkshake, and a motorcycle. Although you got to cut down on sugar, that's what I have done. This is Jane Street, looking north. Another look back on this situation here. And the all-famous pizza. Ah, it's a brown cycle too. I'm gonna do a look back onto brown cycle. That's been around for millions of years. Yes, the hairdresser used to be down that street. What I was talking about is called Michael Wolpe. And I went there for a haircut back in the 80s. And he ended up being one of the top hairdressers in Canada. And I ended up doing a lot of work for him, doing a lot of hair shoots for him, and we won a bunch of awards. He was a top guy in North America. You know, I happened to be there. I happened to go to the best hairdresser in the world. And he happened to ask me to take pictures for him, and he mentored me in learning about hair photography. Everybody thinks you can work for anybody, not a bike. If you work for people who don't know what they're doing, you'll never learn. You'll never learn. You can do photography for years and years with people who have no idea how to do hair shoots, and you're just wasting your time. This Michael Wolpe was gifted when it came to designing hair for a photograph, and he was just brilliant. And I was lucky enough to work with him. I didn't even want to do hair or fashion. I was a corporate photographer, doing stock photography, doing construction photography, and he came and kind of dragged me into doing hair. But I was lucky because he was top notch. There's a Jane buses coming out of the, and I look back on the sun's really bright. Sun's bright. Today was a great day. Hot, exciting, warm. I was running around in Hyde Park today and made a film, which I'll probably post. It was nice. I went for a little short hike in the park, enjoying the sun. I gotta tell you, it was totally t-shirt weather. I was in t-shirt. A t-shirt and that's it. And I walked till I got to the point that the police had closed the park off for keeping people apart. And because most of the park was closed up, it ended up putting people tightly together. Well, that's right or wrong, I don't know. I just observed. You figure it out for yourself. So once I saw the police barricades, I decided to end my walk there, you know. We're gonna follow the law, make sure, across the street. Sun went down. It was kind of sunny when I started the walk, but sun gone down. right. I think the other side of the street might be more exciting. Oh, we're gonna do that. We're gonna see if we can. All right. I'll do a look back and then we cross somewhere else. Light isn't very good on this side. Oh, I see. Next street, we're gonna turn and switch sidewalks. Let me just angle the camera a bit more straight also. There you go. You guys get a little bit dizzy sometimes when I turn around. Thanks for watching some of these videos. I've noticed some of them are getting quite a view. Thank you. I wasn't expecting so many of you to come on a ride with me, hike with me. I thought a few maybe, and that's all I was excited. I didn't want to go alone. Walking alone isn't that fun. I figured, maybe 5 or 6 of you, but sometimes a lot of you come on a walk. We got to be careful. You got to make sure everybody stays apart, not too close to get together, so we won't get in trouble. Stay at least 6 feet apart, and we'd be like a chain of 100-meter long people going for a walk together. In Toronto, Canada, Urban Discovery Walks. That's a Johnny Capela salon across the street that I've done a lot of photo shoots for. I want to cross the street and see what state his salon is in. Is he still cutting hair, or it turned into a flower shop? I think most salons have been closed, so it's kind of sad little situation. How's the camera straight? Yeah. Okay. Bloor Street. This is Windermere Avenue. This goes all the way to Lake. From behind me, it's going south. I'm facing north right now. Going south will head you to Lake Ontario, which I like to call a sea, because if you can't see the other side, it is a sea to me. I don't know exactly what the geographical definition would be, but if you can't see the other side of the water, it's a sea. It's a sea. Even if the lake is very small and it's foggy and you can't see the other side, on that day you can call it a sea. Just on that day that's foggy. Once you can see the other side, yeah, it's back to lake. These are my rules. I made them up. You don't have to follow. Disclaimer, I make my own rules. I'm sending some gifts. Okay. How's the exposure? Everybody good? Everybody having fun? Yeah, if you're enjoying this, I don't know, you gotta like the channel or something, subscribe to the channel, or like the content, how you're supposed to do it, so you get algorithmized to the better situationized. I don't know all the stuff you're supposed to do. I'm just trying to get some exercise, and I'm trying to have some people with me so I don't go walking alone like a crazy guy. That's a cool church. Let me see. Nice. I like that. It's a very Ukrainian area. Ukrainian, German, East European, Polish, probably around. Yeah, why not? But Ukrainians are. This girl's trying to pass the other girl on rollerblades. It was funny. He was trying to pass her, didn't know which way to go. It's funny. Yeah, a lot of Ukrainian butcher shops and action in the past. Let's cross on a red. Let's be daring. Let's be daring. Let's be daring. Crazy daring.
What's the other option?
Scooter kids. One kid's broken his arm, so they were doing some big jumps on the scooter, and one of them busted his arm. Now he's out of action. I don't know what this was. Oh, I don't know what it was. It's funny, once the stores close, you have no idea what it was. That tells you they weren't that important, Sucks, but there's a restaurant across the street called Queen Pasta. Let's fire around into it. And action. And the battery sound comes on. This time I'm ready for you, camera. This time I'm ready for you. Where were we? We were on Ossington, I think. we're like Ossington. I'm like seeing these great shots, right? I go to take a photo and the red light is on. I was like, oh man. I already had delayed because here, let's just go. Second magazine in. How does it go in there? And I had this great shots happening. And I couldn't take it because the battery was low and I had to turn it on and beg it and all that. You know when you beg an old battery? You know, when you turn the camera off hoping you'll have enough juice for one more shot? I was just begging it. And it was raining and I didn't want to pull out my camera bag open, my backpack. I never carry a camera bag, a backpack. But this time I was like, you know what? I'm carrying this with me. Is it on? Yeah. It's on. It's on. It's on. All right. It's like a shawarma place. Looks good. There's a lineup in. Lineup for shawarmas. Exciting. Shawarmas are good. Especially freshly made ones. Not the ones that have been sitting there for a couple of hours or 3 hours, a couple of days sometimes. No. You want the fresh ones. Bread and Roses. This guy's been around for a long time. Takeout only. There's so many signs here. New French butter croissants. You know, it's got all these signs. You have to stay in, stay out, maximum 6 feet. I noticed around noon, all of these places have a lineup to get in. I look back. But usually after a while, the lineup disappears, like when you come in late. That used to be a movie house. Runnymede Movie House, very famous, big time 80s, 90s, hot movies, and it turned into a Starbucks. Was it a Starbucks or something? A bookstore, something. And now it's turned to Shoppers Drug Mart. It's like a pretty cool movie house. Pretty cool movie house. I don't know how movies are gonna do from now on. I don't have a very good feelings about movies. You know, you have to go, oh, McDonald's closed up too. I wonder what they're doing there. I don't have very good feelings about movies anymore. You know, I mean, you're going to be stuck together on dirty chairs and eat expensive popcorn and juice, sugary pop, sugary Coke. The Coke will kill you more than the virus will. The sugary Coca-Cola will damage you, probably get you fat and damage you more than any virus that's on the couches. You see, like people sit on dirty couches in the movie house and their seat cushiony stuff. And nobody really washes them. People come in, people go out. So I was never a big fan of theaters. See, it's a bicycle store, Racer Sportif. These guys have been around for a long time too. I purchased a mountain bike. My first mountain bike I purchased there. I think, yeah, I did. It wasn't a very expensive one. I trashed it after 2 summers. And this dollar store is a pretty cool looking store too. Cool store. They have everything. They've gone super essential. It's turning. No problem. No problem. Ride your bike on the sidewalk. Electric bike. We're all good. I'm all good with everybody doing whatever they want. Do whatever you like. Just take care. You can ride your bike on the sidewalk as much as you like, but just don't hit anybody and you'll be fine. You know, if you can't guarantee you're not hitting anybody, then you shouldn't be on the sidewalk. But other than that, if you're safe, do whatever you like to do. You know, if people just did whatever they liked safely, we'd be good. That's a no frills. There's can you see it? How's the lighting? Good. There's a big time line outside there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 people lining up to get in. And that's a very small store. Very small store. What subway is this? Runnymede? We're already at Runnymede? That was fast. Oh my God. That's a Runnymede subway. Okay. Whew. Man, time flies when you're having fun. Gee. What a good company. I'm actually imagining every single one of you out there with me. Not kidding around, because once I turn off the camera, I'm going to fall apart. I have to call Uber. Take me home. Uber, take me home. Because walking alone is... These guys are going to the vitamin store. Lining up for vitamins. Those bicycles that are very old school. Very straight. When you sit on them, you're very straight. You're not in a sporty mode. In England, they used to call them sit up and beg bicycles because you were sitting up and they were hard to pedal. So you had to beg the bicycle. And you were sitting up straight. You know, you weren't like a racing bike that you were bent over. Sit up and beg. Especially on uphill. Back in the 80s and, you know, back in the day, the bicycles didn't have a lot of gears and they were heavy. So you did have to beg going up any hills. But now bicycles are light. Lots of great. Oh my God, there's like at least 20 people lined up for a beer to get some alcohol at the LCBO. Let's say take a shot of this place. Just shot, just like a shot. I fired a couple of shots at people before, very stealthily. Let's see what happens. Why not? Stealth photography. Stealth photography. So we're back in Hyde Park. So a little bit further and we'd be like Hyde Park, where I did a kind of a fun hike today. Hope people enjoy that. It was really enjoyable. There's a little bit too many people in the park, but you know, you can't complain. You can't complain. This is the awesome weather, beautiful weather. Again, we're on a little Toronto discovery walk. Toronto walkabout. Toronto look-see, what do you want to call it? I was expecting to take a lot more photographs on this ride. I didn't. I was expecting to do more people photography. I just didn't see anything that grabbed my eye. Sometimes I see things, sometimes I just don't. And this guy's got a motor attached to his bike. That's the way to go. Like these guys like, oof, I can smell the gasoline and burnt oil. Oof, two cycle. This guy's like, forget electric bikes. I'm going motorcycle old school with gasoline and some oil and begging up the hill. Love it. I like urban city noise. Just it's interesting. Like if you live in a city, you gotta like the city noise. You can't be like, oh, that's loud. This is this. That's that. You know, all noises are good. Can't discriminate. You know, you gotta like all noises, especially loud, irritating noises. There's the one that you gotta like the most. This bicycle store is serious. Not even kidding around. 2 stories of bikes. Like, hello. Come on. You cannot go wrong. What does this guy do here? Same day delivery, curbside pickup. 7 point. I don't know what it is. Oh, probably selling pot or something. Yeah. So pot stores are open because pot's an essential service. You know, you're at your home and you got a headache. We gotta take pot. We got, oh, that motorcycle is cool too. Like a sidecar, old school, World War II. Can you make a photograph of it? I don't know. The lighting is kind of crap, but okay. We'll see what turns out like. I don't know what our minute is on this ride. I'm trying to keep these rides, these walkabouts. I'm trying to keep these walkabout rides about 20, 30 minutes. And we're 19. We're perfect. We're going to walk to the next... if you guys have any questions or something, what kind of camera I use, why I do this, why I do that, if you have any questions, yeah, I can ask them up. Today I'm in a good mood. Today I'm in a great mood. When I get sunshine, I'm in a good mood. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. And if you like something, say so. If you don't like something, also say so. I like... find out what people don't like or what people like. You know, once you grab a bunch of people to walk with you, you got to compromise and see what everybody likes. We're going to end the ride up at... I mean, what are you going to do? I want to go end the ride right in the parky side and not cross the street, okay? It's okay. What a good ride. We walked a lot today. One thing I noticed is that when you walk in a city, you walk longer because, you know, you get excited. You look at the stores. And once you have one camera, you walk a little bit longer because you're always wanting to take some pictures that, you know, you're like an addict. You want a better picture. And once you have this camera, oh my God, then you gotta really, you can't stop, or you just gotta keep going. And you get a lot more workout. I mean, there's no way I could walk on a treadmill this much. It's just impossible. You walk half an hour on a treadmill, you're like, you're watching a soap opera or some TV show, you know, and then you're already over it, and you get slow, and you hold on to the railing, which, you know, defeats the purpose. But this walking with a camera in the city, sometimes I can walk 3 hours, because don't forget, I gotta go back. And every walk I do on film, I gotta kind of go back to somewhere. I can't just teleport myself back, so it keeps me very fit. How long do we have to stay at this traffic light? Forever? Perhaps. Oh, we're on one of those streets that turned green. As soon as I started complaining and nagging, it changed. Good. The simulation is working with us today. Okay, we're across the street. So this is Hyde Park. Make sure there's no bikes coming. And it's like a great place. Less people in there now. Maybe I should do another hike in there towards the sunset next time. You know, I came in around 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock is tourist hour. Oh, everybody tourist, everybody, you know, everybody wants to get out for the first time, gets out at 2 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 11 o'clock, tourist hour. It's always busy. Sunset, once early morning or early evening, everything's quiet, even shopping. Saw that lineup at the, what's that, grocery store with 25 people lined up? If you come in like close to closing time, there's always 0 people in the lineup and 0 people inside. So, yeah, avoid rush hours at all time if possible. Some people can't, understandable, but if you can, avoid it. Anyway, so we are here at Hyde Park. I feel like going for another hike in there. Maybe I do that. I don't know. What a wonderful day. Anyway, thanks for walking with me on Bloor West Village for my Toronto walk, Discovery Walk. Although we didn't take any pictures, well, we'll see you in the next video. But back out.